Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, Art Girl. Hey, thank you, Second Emerson, as well. Welcome in, guys. We're just doing shading today. Going to be doing a lot of detail work. Thank you, Art Girl. Yeah, so we're just mostly going to be detail shading in here, kind of giving it some depth, following along the shadows. I really appreciate that. We're getting there, slowly but surely. It's not an overnighter, but definitely we can get there eventually. I have faith. I want to get a lot more of this burnt, so we're just going to kind of be hopping around the piece, shading as I see fit. You'll have to excuse my ADHD-ness. Sorry, I'm going to turn that down a notch. You'll have to let me know if that's still too loud. How's everyone's morning been so far? Or afternoon? Where's everyone from? Where do I get the wood? Usually online. There's a few online suppliers, one of which is going out of business, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult here shortly. But yeah, you can buy them online for decent prices. I think real canvases are more expensive still at the end of the day. But you can't burn a real canvas. Hey, I think you mainly off-grid. Yeah, he's starting to develop a bit more. Kind of getting the complementary shading in. This is really where it starts to pop and make it more 3D. New Hampshire, okay. Yeah, no, I'm the Pacific Northwest, so it's still early for me. It's like 4:30. If you guys are hanging out, feel free to sub. Feel free to like the live. It's kind of a slow day, it seems. If you guys got any questions, concerns, comments, anything like that, feel free to drop them. So right now we're kind of just building the contrast between the layers. You can kind of see the tentacles are now kind of a different color than the background. We're gonna kind of try to do that throughout the whole thing and kind of give it some different contrast layers. If you guys are hanging out and you're not subbed, feel free to drop a sub. Not many of the regulars on today. My mods aren't here yet either. We'll try to leave the peaks as white as possible to kind of give them some really nice pop. I don't really add much color to my pieces. Personally, I'm kind of like a black and gray artist of the wood burning world. I'm not really a big fan of color in my art. To each his own, but not really with me. I encourage other people to do it with their wood burnings, but nah. I personally like trying to make it seem like there is enough color without adding color. Kind of just use the shading as the color. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. You kind of lose some of the shading and detailing and stuff like that with the color. Nothing wrong with it. It sometimes takes away. And you gotta make sure it's adding. If it's adding, then hell yeah. Yeah, I told you, it starts to develop quite different. From day 1 to day 5 and 6, it definitely looks like a different piece. It starts to become a lot more realistic in some senses. Hell yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone stopping by. We're just kind of getting some detail shading in. Trying to make the mountain a slightly different color than our focal points. Main focal points kind of being the peaks and tentacles. How's everyone's day going? Where's everyone watching from? We got any non-Americans here? India, hell yeah. I love having international viewers. I'm so ADHD, sometimes I just hop around the piece. I look at something that I want to do and I just jump over there, losing track of where I was and what I was doing. Yeah, you just notice one thing that needs done, you completely shift gears for no reason. It's like, no, I can't just finish what I'm doing. I have to completely change what I'm doing, my task entirely, because I noticed it. Just because I noticed it. Yeah. Half the time, and then I just forget about that issue and I move on to another issue. Mine's like a train that just keeps dragging itself. Yeah, so basically, generally for the three phases, I usually say there's three phases to my art, and I use three different tips. There's a line work bit, there's the background shading bit, and then there's the detail shading bit, which is basically a stippling bit. It's just like a ballpoint. Usually you use it to make dot work and stuff, but I use it like a pen. So no, it's not generically a shading bit. It's usually used for stippling. I'm just kind of a weirdo and use it like a pen. Because it's like a ballpoint, you can use it like a pen because it's just like a ballpoint pen. And so you kind of just shade with it. I've never really seen another woodburner do that. So if you guys would burn, try at your own risk. A lot of it is just the motion you make and kind of moving it around the piece. Not staying still and not getting your bit caught is like the biggest thing. Kinda, in a way. I do like charcoal drawings. You basically always have to be moving. I cannot let my bit stay still at all. Because if it does, it's going to make a big dot. You can see actually, if I zoom in real close, there is a little bit of dot work in there from just times that I stood still for a little bit too long. So it's still there. You just got to keep moving. The slower you go, the darker it goes. And you'll notice if I want lighter light, like lighter color, I start going even quicker. You're basically just kind of cooking the top of the wood very slightly. You can change the temperature on your system. Like generally they have a dial so you can change the temperature and do it yourself. I've just kind of adapted to the high heat. I really only burn at one temperature the whole time. I just kind of change my speed varyingly. I've learned to not need the dial. pressure is very important as well. If I'm not putting pressure, if I am putting pressure, it really does depend on the color and lightness. Welcome in, all support. Hell yeah, I'm liking it a lot too. We're kind of getting there on the mountain shading. No worries, I appreciate you stopping by. If you're not subbed, drop a sub and you'll get notified when I go live again. No worries, I appreciate it. It's once again not going to be a super long stream today anyway, because I do have to go to work in a bit. Is my job very hard? No, not really. I consider my job pretty easy. I'm actually thinking about redoing my career here shortly. I got a big turning point coming up in my life here, and we'll see kind of how it goes. Either I'm gonna get help or I'm not gonna get help. Um, and yeah, it's gonna kind of change how I do a lot of things. I may have to pick up a different job and start working a lot more hours. Um, and we'll see how my physical health kind of deals with that. I do too. I got my art though. I mean, worst comes to worst, maybe this can do something in the future. Yeah, it did get delivered. Did you get it too? Did they send it to you? Yeah, no, I hope they do too. Hell yeah. Well, I'm really glad you have it. I'm happy it made it there. I hope you enjoy it. I've noticed with the whale, you can kind of hang it at an angle and it looks cool too. Sometimes usually you hang them like straight, but like with the whale, you can kind of hang it like at an angle and it looks like the whale's kind of like sticking his tail up. It's kind of cool. So you can get creative with how you hang it too. Hell yeah. I'm glad it made it one piece. It's always a scare of mine. I want to make sure all my pieces make it there. Especially the big ones. The crowns. So I guess I've gone to a different tier in streaming. Basically, it just has to do with like fans, like people who talk a lot on the channel. Has to do with the crowns. It doesn't. It has to do with more the stream than anything else. I don't really know. Yeah, they're the supporters, but I don't know what the metric is and like what makes you a bigger supporter. Because I have the metrics of the comments, and all support has the top title of the most comments. So I appreciate you all support, and I appreciate you, Chrissy. I appreciate all of you. Well, I really appreciate that. I don't know. The shorts have been doing iffy. We have that one short that got like it might even hit 1 million views. We have a short that almost hit 1 million views, and then like half my other shorts are just flopping lately. So I really hope we didn't peak, man. We gotta keep it going. Nah, yeah, I don't. I still feel like I'm in the beginning of my journey. This can't be the peak. We're just starting wood burning. I can see myself doing this in another 10, 15 years. Well, I appreciate you watching them. We'll see if I ever get monetized, you know? I want to change up my content, but I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm not very much of a content creator, so it's been hard to come up with stuff. I've never been very performative, so I don't know how to make TikToks and shit like that. Yeah, I agree, but there needs to be a mix of what does good too, because if you just do what you want, half the time that's still gonna flop. Like there's so many videos I've tried to do new things and do what I want, and they just get like no views at all because it's just the algorithm saying they don't like it. So it's sadly the algorithm is very important. We got like 2 mountains left. I'll come in here and probably add some more detail. That's probably what we'll do tomorrow. But for right now, we're kind of just working on these mountains, kind of making them a different texture and color than the rest of the body. Thank you. Yeah, it really does start to develop pretty quickly. I appreciate that. I enjoy doing the lives. The lives are enjoyable. They can be a little taxing on the days I have to work, so that'll be interesting if I ever have to start working more. But we'll see. Maybe we can move to weekend streams or something. But I still want to keep making frequently. I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Art Girl. I hope your piece goes well as well. Bye for now. I'll see you in a bit. Honestly, we're probably going to wrap it up here shortly anyway. Not quite yet, but soon. Welcome in, Miriam. Hey, thank you, Rocky Road Toad. I like your name. Welcome back. I do remember you, Miriam. Miriam is a pretty original name, honestly. How's everyone doing today? Have I ever started drawing on toast? I have not. I mean, it's probably doable. You could probably burn specific patterns in the toast. You'd probably want to toast it slightly first, because just burning raw bread would be kind of hard. Well, I think we are going to get ready to wrap it up. If you guys have any last questions, let me know in the comments. And then we'll kind of just finish up this mountain and wrap it up. Thank you. We still got tomorrow. He ain't done yet. So we got another couple days of shading. If you want to check that out, want to check me finishing it up, probably tomorrow or on Saturday, drop a sub, drop a like, and you should be notified when I go live again. But yeah, you give you guys a little close up. Kind of working on it. Slowly but surely. Yeah, hell yeah, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap it up, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Adios. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy, and all support for your help. There wasn't much to moderate, but I still appreciate you. Being my next stream. I was like, that's kind of creepy, but stream makes more sense. See you guys. Have a good day.